Hi, I am Jacqueline Schulman. That was my dog Peanut walking in the background. She's a little nervous because we're in the midst of a big thunderstorm. We are in New Orleans and this is my house. I had worked on 2 documentaries for close to 10 years and never finished them. I understand what it's like to have projects that just gnaw away at you, that feel overwhelming and too much to finish. I am an executive producer. I have worked on countless shows on lots of different networks, from A&E to History Channel to Bravo, MTV, Amazon Prime. My dog Peanut is leaving the front room. I was the first female camera person producer on a lot of very male first responder cop shows like Swamp People, very out in the elements as the only lady around. So I have a very unique perspective on things. I went to film school, loved documentary and nonfiction, thought I was going to be doing artsy stuff, and I graduated at a time when reality TV started booming in the early 2000s. I was lucky enough to get into that world and at the same time work on a Oscar-nominated documentary as an associate producer and shoot a giant scene of the movie by myself. Just happened to stumble into that and have seen all sides of a lot of brutal death and what comes with violence and the stresses it has on people, but also the beauty of seeing that, most people just want to be loved and to give love and to feel safe and have a community that accepts them. So I think it's really important that we all find our true calling and follow and answer that call, because that's going to be the thing that lets you sleep at night and you can finally feel satisfied and not having a yearning, whether you're doing what you think you should be doing or you have everything you think you want but still not feeling satisfied, or even on the other side where you never felt like you got what you wanted and you're always struggling. Let's explore these and talk about these things. I wanted to create this series about my journey and help you guys, not just give you tips on how to fill out grants for movies, but where does the whole process come from and what's the way to go into that flow, and just realizing that you have this yearning inside to get your creative projects out. I currently have been making my first feature documentary, Bubbles.
I don't know if some people just never get to feel beautiful.
The girls come walk for me, throw shade like a lady and move your feet.
I may be huge now, but I was like a little kid on a corner and I'm watching these drag queens come out. And it was the scariest thing in my life. Now I'm a big drag queen.
It's just been a wild last year in New Orleans with the homicide detectives with NOPD, filming a show with them on their cases and running multiple crews on that. And at the same time, getting the rest of the footage I need for my documentary and fundraising. So I just want to talk about my experiences in all of these worlds and help people who are looking for their creative voice, maybe start a project, finish a project, get off the ground with a project you've been talking about for years, so close to finishing something but you don't. Let's explore those blocks and let's also look where the creative process comes from. I'm going to be giving real world experience from my 20 plus years working in the film and television industry, and I'm also going to talk about my creative and spiritual path and how everything is combining together, especially this time in the world where it feels like everything is breaking apart, which in a way it is, and we are all part of that. So where do we want to break to and where do we want to get out to? The thing is, when things are in such extreme times of such darkness and craziness and oppression, and what just feels like the ruining of everything, we also have that same dynamic where everybody's in the shift and we can actually shift it into a much better place, doing what's inside of us. So I want to share my journey with you guys And I hope if you're watching, that means there's something that's going to connect in with you too. And think about it, if we're all doing what we love, you know how quickly the world will change? In an instant. In an instant. It's not that hard. We just got to work on ourselves a little bit more and figure out what the heck we're doing here and why. And then do it instead of conditioned to do what we think we got to do. All right. Lots of life advice. I'm not being very funny right now. I'm fucking hilarious. This is the other part of it. All of this stuff is like real life slapstick to me. See, that's my thunderclap confirmation. Peanut, I know it's scary right now, but we got to tell the people what we're doing here. We got to tell them that. All right. Let's get into transformation. Let's get into figuring out how to do what you really want to do, but you're not doing it. But it's all okay. Right now is the perfect time to start and finish your creative endeavors. Like and subscribe to this channel so you can see me in real time pulling off crazy things to finish this movie, like coordinating a whole 3-day drag festival and movie shoot finale. Let's find the slapstick and spiritual ascension, and most importantly, finish these damn projects.